Brother Fu, do you plan to keep him kneeling there all the time? Facing Jun Xiaoyao's question, Junzan saw that he wanted to tell as long as he got the understanding of the Son of God. The young man Hu Yao will be released. Jun Xiaoyao actually chose to puncture the window paper directly. There's something about me. Never hold grudges, leaf nest. Others provoke me. I will call back on the spot, so you don't have to pretend to apologize to me. To satisfy your particular hobby. As soon as this sentence comes out, immediately angry, the military tent saw itchy teeth. In that case, then there's no need to keep it ugly. The voice just fell. His fingertips instantly smelled a breath of fame and fortune in his hands. And his target actually ate the noodles of Zhelanqinya. Then followed by an explosion. Wait until the smoke clears. Fortunately, Zhun Linglong made a timely move. This saved Lan Qingya's life. You see? This is the sword prince you miss. At this time, Jun Jiangjian, who still wanted to shoot, was suddenly strictly ruled by Xiaoyou. Clan brother is really angry. Do it directly in the heaven and earth palace? Brother is provoking me. As soon as this sentence comes out, immediately let Zhenzhen see cold sweat. Misunderstanding. The apprentice is the ancestor of the Jun family. How dare you offend? But before he finished speaking, Xiaoyao instantly lifted the table. The right leg energy storage sword is directly facing the military staff sword, which is a kick. This sudden rage caused the army to be stunned. But what shocked him even more was the power of Jun Xiaoyao is so... Foot brother, I didn't lie to you. If someone offends me, I would have called back on the spot. The weather is nice today. Why don't we just learn from each other here? And in the face of such an arrogant attitude, even the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles can't stand it at the moment. Random only C. Army Staff Sword. He directly took out a token named Tianyuan Supreme as an axe. If the teacher loses, he belongs to you if you win. The apprentice only needs to apologize. At this time, listening to the biography of Ru Linglong, Yinzhen Xiaoyao just learned. Legend has it that this token, it is something that can open the secrets of the ancient prison. Then Jun Xiaoyao suddenly laughed evilly. Ethnic ferocity rises. Xiaoyao thanks here. This village sucks. Could it be the sound of a 3-year-old child? A talented girl recognized by a family. Being suppressed everywhere by a 3-year-old child. But everyone present didn't feel. Just because of that 3-year-old child, it is the direct line of the family. Birth alarms ancestors. Exceptionally listed as the divine son of the next head of the Jun family. The military tent ship that Jun Xiaoyao is fighting against at the moment. I also understand that I have to go all out. The black boat was the first move to use the unique skill Ziwang sword, halberd. I never thought that Jun Xiaoyao just waved his hand. Sword separated from hand. Sword army staff sword. The most powerful blow. It was so easily resolved. What do you mean? I always feel that the clan Ferocious is weaker than I thought. The voice just fell, accompanied by Jun Xiaoyao to understate. Next second, explosion from body colliding with wall. It spreads. Smoke dissipation. A front tooth suddenly appeared in the eyes of everyone. And his master. Just now, he was extremely arrogant. Now he is called a man by a corner of the Jun family. Sequence. Yuan Tianzi, who built a grave as a bet, obeyed the order. Jun Xiaoyao is naturally not polite. Thank you, brothers, for opening the purse generously. I'll take this trophy. Key item detected. New check-in location refreshed. Please sign in at Tianyuan Supreme Secret Collection. I didn't expect that there would be unexpected gains in just a try. At this time, the elf dragon on the side, still bandaging Lang Tingya's wound on the side. While comforting him, the sword prince who has been hanging on his lips all day. But you are like a mustard. Liang Jinzimior's wife. I advise you not to be deceived by him again. However, it has just been abandoned by its owner. Blue cliff that almost died again. We're clearly on the verge of collapse. Edge? I don't need your pity. You three surnamed Jun. I will definitely make you pay in the future. After saying that, he turned and left the scene in tears. I said, Sister, you can really talk. No wonder people hate me. Just telling the truth. Then you will be beaten outside because of your mouth. Don't come to me. As soon as this sentence comes out, suddenly Jinling Long began to doubt herself. Am I that bad? The screen changes. Fast forward 7 years later. And this year is the Jun family for Jun Xiaoyao. The year of the 10th birthday party. Now the streets are filled with laughter. Is this Junjia Shendao? So lively. It would be better if you could meet cute friends again. Son of God's 10-year-old birthday banquet. But the protagonist ran away that day. There's only one line left, and the retreat is too boring. I'm going out to play. For 3 years, in order to allow Jun Xiaoyao to get a better promotion. So much so that he went into retreat and practiced. Everyday food is a panacea. At this moment, although he just ate an ordinary apple. But compared to those bitter pills, the deliciousness of the apple made him linger. In the aftertaste, I realized that there was an extra person next to me. By the way, why are you here? I have come to arrest a certain eunuch on the order of the head of the family. Son of God returns to the palace. That's a yes. Suddenly, Jun Xiaoyao smiled awkwardly. Then, in a slightly contrived turn of the head, in the next second, he directly used his full strength to escape into the distance. And just as the master and servant are chasing after me, a cry for help suddenly stopped Jun Xiaoyao. Take a closer look. It turned out to be a beautiful little girl who was sending it. Obviously, it was you who heard the little gray hair first. What's it called? But as the number of people watching the fun increases, one of the old men. I wanted to compensate with money to calm down, but I didn't expect this to come out. It made the little girl even more angry. You actually take me as a miscreant. He broke one of Gray's legs. I'll just interrupt him. Jun Xiaoyao, who witnessed everything at this time. Nature will not stand idly by. Dare to run wild on the territory of my Jun family. Are you brave enough? Randong, I saw Xiaoyao suddenly take out a leftover fruit. No hesitation at all. Throw it directly at the little girl. But the little girl's obviously not jealous. Who dares to attack me? But even though the girl blocked the attack, but the hidden weapon that was just intercepted in his hand. The wet touch made her feel nauseous. Where did the ugly guy dare to meddle in my lady's business? Do you know who I am? However, in the face of the girl's questioning, Jun Xiaoyao didn't take it to heart at all. And he kept mumbling about girls. Quarrel so feeble answer. It also completely made the girl explode into a small universe. Storage room. A quick step has arrived at the side of Jun Xiaoyao. But his Hun strike. But it was also easily snatched by Jun Xiaoyao. And by the force of the attack, Jun Xiaoyao also understood girls are not exercising their rights. I don't think I meant to hurt her. Just want to exhale. Don't run away. Ugly. Fight me for 300 rounds. You can't catch me. What are you fighting with me? But look at this pair of happy enemies in front of you. Zheng Linglong, who is standing high, can't be happy because he saw the mark on the girl's chest. Obviously unique to the Qing Zhujiang family. If you let the two continue to quarrel, if something goes wrong, bad for both. But the weight of watching the play in my heart, but it still oppresses reason. Just don't care. Let's see which of the two peerless prodigies is stronger and which is weaker. The little girl chased someone for 10 kilometers in broad daylight. Unexpectedly, the boy just wanted to play with her. After losing patience, just a face-to-face, the boy completely disappeared from the girl's sight. At this time in Zhenjia Tiandi Palace, Jun Xiaoyao's 10-year-old banquet is underway. The first to enter the venue was the Qingzhou Zhang family. That generous gift, Dan. Suddenly, everyone present was shocked. The person sent by the Zhang family this time, it is the goddess Zhang Shengyi, who was conceived congenitally. And the pearl in the palm of the Zhang family, Zhang Luoi with garden Taoism. Looking at Zhang Luoli, who has been pouting and unhappy, people thought it was caused by his kiss with Zhou Xiaoyao's doll. Until my sister Zhang Shengyi said, and I realized, did you hit a nail? See if you dare to run around next time. If I catch that ugly guy, I had to cut him. At this time, a voice suddenly interrupted the conversation between the sisters. If you haven't seen each other for a long time, how are you recently? Excuse me, who are you? Under the ancient leaves of the Jiai New Rain. Before in the secret land of fallen leaves, we're halfway through. I didn't expect to leave only goodbye in the landing. Just choose to ignore and move forward. However, just when my sister accused Luo Li of being rude, the Xingyun is not angry. Reverse Loridium. Even the blackface is so cute. How can I extricate myself? The screen changes. Silence in the hall. Everyone, come all the way to my grandson's 10-year-old party. The old man thanks here. The voice just fell. Xiaoyao, Grandpa, obviously detected a few unfriendly looks. The 10th sequence of the Zheng family, the 7th sequence of Zheng Zhenji, Zheng Suhong, The fifth sequence, Jun Wanji, and the eyes are always fixed somewhere. The Jai star Rain, and the natural cute girl Jiang Jia Jiang Luoli. At this time, everyone was booing. I want to see when the main character of the banquet, Jun family god Zai Jun, is happy. Grandpa was embarrassed and wanted to explain. With the roof suddenly exploding, a hip-hop sound entered everyone's ears. Xiaoyao, thank you for visiting my 10th birthday. Can you accept my way of pretending? The centenarian threw a 10th birthday party for his grandson. I actually gave an 11-year-old girl as a gift. Give it to your grandson as a fancy. But Grandpa never imagined that the two would meet again. In fact, after Jun Xiaoyao came out, Zhang Luoli has noticed. Except for Lin. Whether it's clothing or height, almost identical to that person. And as the protagonist, Jun Xiaoyao, I didn't expect to meet him here. So, in the face of Zhang Luoli's public inquiry about his identity, I don't want the party to be ruined. He can only choose to deny. And in order to cover up, he also added a scene to himself. And looking at Jun Xiaoyao's handsome face, for a time, Zhang Luoli also believed his words. At the same time, it also shows a nymphomaniac face. See this situation? Grandpa was surprised. Suddenly facing Jun Xiaoyao's butt is a game. Can you kid? Hooked up before I could introduce you. This is the pearl of the Jiang family, Luoli girl. That is the doll I told you about. Your fiancé is also. As soon as this sentence comes out, the two people immediately screamed at the same time. At this moment, Jun Xiaoyao never thought of it. You are precious to the Protoss, but you can't escape the end of being arranged marriage. And then he had an idea. If you can find a way to make girls hate you, you can regret your marriage. At this time, I saw Luo Liyu's hand reaching into his sleeve. Next second, he actually took out a spirit pill and handed it over to Jun Xiaoyao. This is the elixir block refined from the water of the fountain of youth, right? Promise me to keep this face. Don't grow up. Otherwise, it wouldn't be cute. This love brain can't help but make Jun Xiaoyao feel embarrassed. Then I made up my mind. We must get rid of this marriage. And in the crowd, after searching for it, his eyes quickly locked on Zheng Linglong.